So in the beginning of the story, we are shown a ruined world. The whole land was barren except for an area in Australia, which was called Green Place of Different Mothers. There was water left in the land here. Fruits were grown by farming and many women also lived here. In this area, a girl named Furiosa came to pick up a ripe fruit. She heard some noise near her area. When she went near, there were many bikers. One of the bikers' oil pipe was cut by Furiosa. And as soon as the pipe of the other bike was about to be cut, the other biker saw her. Before he could catch her, Furiosa stabbed a knife in her leg and ran away from there. While running, she started whistling loudly, which told the people of that area about the danger that was coming there. Before she could escape and reach the populated area, the biker successfully stopped her by flying a rope towards her. And these people picked up Furiosa and started taking her from there. On the other side, Furiosa's mom and all the warriors there were following these bikers to save Furiosa riding on their horses. While riding on the horse, Furiosa's mom strangled the biker on the bike. After which they took her bike. Before she could escape to save Furiosa on this bike, the people of the area gave her some seeds. And this reminds us that whatever happens, the people of the other area should not know about the green place. And those who have seen the green place, none of them could survive. As soon as they heard that, they went ahead quickly and killed a biker while attacking him with a gun. The two bikers in front of him stopped and tried to see what happened. Why did that biker go? So now they could see Furiosa's mom coming from a distance. They ran their bikes in fear, while Furiosa cut the oil pipe of the bike on which she was tied. Furiosa's mom fixes her bike with the spare part of the dead biker's bike, and putting all the fuel of that bike in her bike, she gets behind the bikers again. By walking, it was now evening. The fuel of the bike on which the bikers had tied Furiosa also runs out, because Furiosa had cut her fuel pipe. In this condition, these two bikers fought with each other. And on getting a chance, Furiosa got her hands off and ran away from there. But she did not succeed in reaching home, because the bikers had caught her again. So they go back to their area. In the morning, we see that Furiosa's mom has also reached the camp of the bikers, where she saw the bikers in the green place. And Furiosa too. She shoots a biker and kills him. But the other biker safely reaches his camp with Furiosa. And there he gives people the good news that he found out about a green place. There are a lot of resources and women there. After hearing this, Furiosa found out that now the people of her area and this area are going to be in danger. That he will definitely tell his people the location of the green place. That's why Furiosa shows her smartness and puts a rope around this man's neck and kills him by dropping him off the bike in front of everyone. Finally, he and his mom killed all the bikers who told them the location of the green place. Now these bikers take Furiosa to their leader, because he is the one who can take them to the green place. The leader of the bikers was very smart. He himself behaves well with Furiosa and tells everyone to take care of him, so that he can give him permission and tell him the location of the green place. At night, Furiosa's mom also came to this camp. She took off the clothes of the dead biker and made herself exactly like him. She actually came here to find Furiosa. To find her, she goes to every camp. And where she does not find Furiosa, she shoots all the people there and kills them. After that, she finally reached the camp where Furiosa was. After taking Furiosa, she was about to kill the last girl here. But that girl says, "No, don't kill me. I am also a prisoner here like your daughter." Hearing this, Furiosa's mom left her and took her bike, Furiosa, and ran away from there. But she did not know that the girl she had mercy on and left her, she would trap her. She goes and sets up her emergency alarm. And so many people follow Furiosa and her mom. From a distance, these bikers attack them with bombs, because of which all the clothes of Furiosa's mom were burnt. To escape the fire, she took off the armor suit she was wearing and sat on the bike again. As fast as possible, she ran away from there as fast as she could. Despite going very far, the bikers were right behind her. Furiosa's mom now knows that she will not be able to escape them. So she gets off the bike and gives the bike to Furiosa and tells her to go home alone. Along with that, she also gave Furiosa a peach seed and told her to go back and stop them. And she herself stopped here to shoot the bikers. But no matter how many people she challenges alone, soon all the bikers surround her. Furiosa also gets caught by these people and comes to see that these people had tied her mom to a tree. who was killed mercilessly in front of her eyes. After that, the leader of the bikers puts her in a cage wearing clothes like his, and forces her to see everything, which he thought was his entertainment. Here he also gave Furiosa his daughter's teddy bear, which Furiosa dropped. In anger, the bikers' leader tells her to leave. Along with that, an old man was also going, who tells Furiosa that if you learn to read and write from me, then you will become a useful person for our leader. In this way, he will not torture you. But Furiosa was not going to listen to anyone. She secretly makes a tattoo on her hand, from this place to the green place, because she hoped that one day she would go back to the green place. And she was also afraid that she might forget the way by then. That's why she made the whole map on her side. Anyway, time passes and we see that one day all these bikers were going somewhere. When they see a red smoke, they found out that people must be living there. These people followed the smoke and reached there, and found the war there, which took them to the Citadel here. Immortal Joy ruled the fort. He had water, he used to grow food here, and he used to give this food to his soldiers. He had guided his soldiers in such a way that they were ready to die for him. These bikers who had a shortage of resources, they tell Immortal Joy that if you don't cooperate with us, and if you don't give us these things, then we will fight with you. Hearing this from the leader and making fun of him, Immortal Joy tells one of his warriors to die. And he proves to the leader of the bikers that no matter how powerful you are, nothing is more important than my army, and they are ready to die for me. His words were just fulfilled. That's when his people picked up all these bikers' bikes from the chain. The bikers had no other way except to run away from here to save themselves. When they were running away, the leader of the bikers sees that Furiosa has fallen out of his jail and is stuck in a pit there. He risks his life to save Furiosa's life, and they run away from there. On the way, they see another fort, for which the name was Gas Town. Oil was refined here, through which the weapons and vehicles of Immortal Joy were running. The leader of the bikers plans to occupy it, so that he can blackmail Immortal Joy because of the oil here. But the problem was that the security here was also very tight. To trick him, he turns many of his people into war boys, and reaches the gate of Gas Town. When they open the gate of Gas Town for them, the leader of the bikers kills his own people, to make them believe that he has captured the Immortal Joy's fort, and his people are now his slaves. Seeing this, the people of Gas Town also open the door for him. After capturing Gas Town, the leader of the bikers, Dementus, cuts the fingers of the leader of this town, and sends Immortal Joy. Seeing this, Immortal Joy found out that now slowly Dementus is getting power. All his power is because of the oil, on which Dementus has now captured. That's why he sends a message of meeting to Dementus. What did Dementus want? He himself needed basic supplies, which was with Immortal Joy. To deal with it, he comes in front of him with the leader of Gas Town. Gas Town's leader was the brother of Immortal Joy, and was also very sick. Many of his body's functions were through his body-worn machines. Dementus immediately, to blackmail Immortal Joy, first tortures his brother with this machine, and then kills him. After that, he told Immortal Joy that I have planted bombs in the whole Gas Town. I am the only one who knows how to activate or disable the bombs. If you want to save your Gas Town, then make me the leader of Gas Town. Otherwise, you will not even have your Gas Town. When he was talking, Dementus said that if you want to save your Gas Town, then you will not even have your Gas Town. When he was talking, Immortal Joy's gaze was on Furiosa. Immortal Joy says, "Okay, I will make Gas Town yours. But in return, make me your daughter and a brother." Furiosa, talking about Immortal Joy, says that I am not his daughter. He has killed my mom and kidnapped me. Furiosa, on this, Dementus also got angry. He takes his daughter's toy from his hand, and gives it to Immortal Joy, and leaves from here. This is where Immortal Joy's many wives lived. Furiosa, like them, was going to become Immortal Joy's wife and live in his harem. All these women were very good. They also treat Furiosa well. But Furiosa only focuses on how Immortal Joy forces all these girls to stay with him. Here she sees that when Immortal Joy's daughter is born, he orders his daughter to be buried alive. In anger. It wasn't that he didn't have a son. He had a lot of sons, but none of them were healthy, according to him. That's why he kept them all as war boys. He had so many wives. That one day his healthy son will be born. Who will rule his heart like him? We see that Immortal Joy's daughter's gaze falls on Furiosa here. He grabs her by the hair and tries to do injustice to her. Furiosa, this time, is very happy. But the next woman didn't want this to happen to her. She knew that this boy would bother her again. So she took off all her hair and made a wig with net and wax. At this time, we see that she also had a peach seed given by her mother, which she had kept safe until today. The next woman, when the boy again came to bother Furiosa and grabbed her hair, he becomes his own brother, who asks him, "What are you doing here?" This girl had no answer. She had thrown away Furiosa's wig in her hand because she was afraid that her father would punish her. Anyway, he tries to find Furiosa here. But Furiosa is not found because she had made herself like a boy here. In this way, she also saved her reputation and got a job in Citadel. She was very good at jumping and jumping. So it was time to fit the chains inside the big machines of Immortal Joy. And we see that Furiosa has grown up after 15 years. No one could recognize her. That she is a girl. That too because until today, Furiosa pretended to be dumb and also fulfilled all those rituals of Immortal Joy, which made her believe that Furiosa is also loyal to her. This time, Immortal Joy gives her a job of making a big drill. This time, Immortal Joy also succeeds in making a machine, which they attach to a truck. And as soon as they take it out for the first test drive, Dementors attack it. Dementors attack this machine with parachutes and bombs on the war boys. Jack, who is driving this truck, does not stop this truck, but keeps driving. Dementors also attack this truck, because of which there was a major fault in the truck. At this time, Furiosa shows bravery and tries to fix the fault by going under the truck so that Jack can take this truck away from here quickly. But to fail this attempt, a man from Dementors also came under the truck. He was placing a bomb under the truck. Furiosa not only fights with him, but by killing him and dropping him, she also succeeded in throwing the bomb from her truck. On the other hand, the Dementors were still killing the war boys. And when the war boy attacks the small truck of Dementors, the accident of his truck collided with that truck, which caused a shock to Furiosa, and the hat on her head came off. Seeing her flying hair, Jack's secret was revealed, that she is a girl. These people now focus on their war, and Furiosa successfully kills her enemies. After killing her enemies, she took Jack to the gunpoint, because she knew that Jack would create a problem for her. But here Jack tells her that, "You are a good warrior and I don't care about your gender. We have been given the task of controlling this rig and I want you to support me like a team member." Furiosa dies and these people take this rig truck to the gas town, where the oil supplies of the Dementors have run out. In return, he takes other supplies from Immortal Joy. He tells Jack to somehow get a meeting with Immortal Joy. Jack agrees, but he was not ready to give them any supply without oil. So all these bikers attack them and start stealing all the food. To save it, Furiosa takes her truck out of here, and Jack starts killing people who were trying to come near his truck. Anyway, these people now safely reach the oil supplies and give a message to Immortal Joy to meet the Dementors. In all this fight, Furiosa was also shot by an arrow. Jack pulls that arrow out of his body and then stitches it. These people came very close. Jack asked him how your parents died. Furiosa told him that these bikers had kidnapped him and took him away. Furiosa shows him the peach seed that his mom had given him. Then she shows him her hand, where the map of the green place was made. She still hopes that she can go there. Jack says, "I promise, I will try to take you to your place." And Furiosa says, "I want you to come with me." Here they get a message from Immortal Joy that he is going to a meeting with the Dementors. Jack this time does not make him sit in the rig but gives him a job to drive a leather truck because he had a plan that he would trick everyone and reach the green place through this truck. As soon as these people reach the gas town, a truck succeeds in entering the gas town first, while Furiosa turns her face from here. She was now waiting for Jack to come with her, but Jack also left a green smoke in the air instead of coming with her. Seeing this, Furiosa got angry and left alone. Before she could reach the green place, she also had a smoke, but she didn't go. She thought of Jack, who was fighting alone there. So she comes back to the gas town to help Jack and picks up her sniper and starts shooting everyone here. The same bullet also touched the Dementors. Jack breaks the gas town gate with his rig and goes inside it. And now he had started breaking the entire structure here. Doing this, the bikers also attack him to stop him. And in all this, his rig breaks and he himself falls into a pit. At the right time, Furiosa enters here and, hanging a chair from a bike, takes him out of here. After which, these people sit in another truck and get out of here. Now these people intended that they would run away from here and leave the green place, but they were left behind. As soon as the Dementor's truck joins Furiosa's truck, Furiosa pulls out his gun to attack the truck. And in all this, his hand comes between the two trucks. This is the same hand on which he had made a map. These people were now in the hands of the Dementors. The Dementors had captured both of them. Suddenly, the bikes around them start moving. They tie Jack to a bike and make him spin in circles. Jack was getting close to his death for 60 seconds, while Furiosa was tied with chains. The bikes of these people were spinning fast, and the Dementors were entertained by seeing all this. When he gets bored of all this, he turns back and sees Furiosa, who had now left his cut arm and ran away from there. In anger, the Dementors to chase him. When he sits in his truck and moves forward, he finds out that Furiosa had also removed the tire of his bike, due to which he had an accident. Furiosa, whose bike was running from here, when she goes a little far, the petrol of the bike runs out, and thus Furiosa had to walk on his journey ahead. His arm was badly injured, blood was coming out, and there was scorching sun in this area, due to which he fainted here. His good fortune was that he was seen by the ward boy of Citadel, who brought him back to Citadel. He was treated here, and when he regained consciousness, he talked about meeting Immortal Joy. When he was taken to Immortal Joy, he tells Immortal Joy that the Dementors are coming to attack him soon. He has also planned to destroy the gas town, and now he wants to kidnap the citizen. For all this, Immortal Joy plans that they will reach there before destroying his gas town. That is, before the Dementors attack Citadel. They were going to attack the gas town. As soon as they reach near the gas town, the Dementors also see them and announce the war between the Citadel and the gas town. The war between these two parties begins, which went on for a week. The people of both teams kept hitting each other badly. And during all this, Furiosa went to Citadel and made her own mechanical arm, and then took a bad car and went back to the spot of the war. She goes there and sees that the sons of Immortal Joy were repairing their vehicles and weapons, from where she also takes a tire to repair her car. As she goes ahead, she sees that Dementors and some of her remaining people were running away from here, saving their lives, whose eyes had now fallen on Furiosa's car. Before these people attack Furiosa, Furiosa comes running and hits them all with her car and stabs them in the back. She killed everyone, but she didn't see Dementors anywhere. When she looked away, a biker was running away from there. It was no one else but Dementors. Dementor's death was near, because her bike was broken, and now Furiosa had come to her. Here Furiosa could have killed her in one shot, but not so easily. She wanted Dementors to remember who she was and why she was after Dementors. She calls it torture. So much so that she fainted. When she regained consciousness, Furiosa told her, "I am the same girl you kidnapped 15 years ago, and in front of her, I killed you." Dementors still couldn't remember Furiosa, so Furiosa ties her to a chain and cuts her teddy bear. Now she recognizes who Furiosa is. She apologizes and says, "If you forgive me, we can rule this place together. You are very brave." Hearing this, Furiosa drops her teddy bear on the ground. After that, she pointed a gun at her head. Everyone thought Furiosa had killed her, but it was not so. In fact, Furiosa buried her alive and put her peach tree on it. The peach tree was given to her by her mom. The ground took Dementor's nutrients, i.e. power, and made a huge tree, and planted a peach on it. Now Dementors were watching her with their own eyes. This was her last time. After this, she might have died. The scene was cut. On the other hand, we see Furiosa, who through her drink manages to save all the wives of Captain Joy from her captivity. She rescues them and takes them from the green place. This story ends here, showing her. Thanks, Gearheads, for sticking till the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon at Movie Gear.